Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about my minimalist kit for street photography in 2025. The challenge of keeping a minimalist kit is an ongoing struggle for me with my love of gear and my big time gear acquisition syndrome. But I want to highlight what I consider to be the most minimal kit and my go to minimal kit for most. Say that twice or three times. I've tested a lot of cameras over the last year on this channel, and this is what finally stuck. So let's get into it. I've often been drawn to the raw, unfiltered energy of street photography. The candid moments, the urban landscapes, the street unpredictability of it all. But to really capture those fleeting moments, you need to be agile, unburdened, and ready to react. And that's why I believe a minimalist kit is key. Think about it. Increased mobility, reduced distractions, and laser focus on the moment in front of you, and less about what else is in your bag. It's about being present and seizing those opportunities that disappear in a blink of an eye. Let's talk gear. First up, my ultimate minimalist camera. When I want to be completely unburdened, or when photography isn't my primary goal for the outing, I reach for the Ricoh GR3X. I chose this because of its incredibly compact form, APS-C sensor, sharp 40mm full-frame equivalent 2.8 lens, built-in ND filter, and 3-axis in-body image stabilization. For street photography, these features are crucial for capturing spontaneous shots, and this body is the smallest I've found that delivers results I'm happy to print, post, and include in my portfolio. Of course, it's not perfect. There are trade-offs, like the lack of weather sealing, single card slot, non-interchangeable lenses, less than stellar battery life, and sometimes unreliable autofocus. But it fits a specific need despite those limitations. And honestly, some of those limitations, like the fixed lens, can be a benefit. You stop wondering if a wider angle would have been better, and you learn to work creatively within what you have. Plus, it's so much less bulk. For example, I often go out with just this Tomtoc EDC when I have this camera, because I can slide this easily into this bag right here. Still have room for my DJI Osmo, still have room for the neck strap for my action, still have room for my action. Or I can leave all that stuff at home. If I'm just doing photography, I can put this in the bag along with my phone, headphones, sunglasses. This can be basically my everything bag for the day. And when I go on my cruise in May to Barcelona, this is what's coming with me. Likely the Action 4, because it's completely waterproof and I am going to be on a boat. But this little guy right here is perfect to carry when you want to be unburdened with the minimalist kit. Now, my new go-to minimal street camera is the Sony a7C II with the 40mm f2.5G lens. I picked this up last month. I chose the a7C II because it perfectly complements my new main workhorse in the a7R5. Same color science, same video footage, same file types, same log. It was a no-brainer. For a compact full-frame option, the autofocus, which Sony is renowned for, is top-notch. It even includes features typically found on more expensive models from other brands, like a shutter guard, making lens swaps a breeze. While it lacks the second card slot, which I would love to have, it does offer weather sealing IBIS, a 33 megapixel full-frame sensor, and excellent autofocus. I found this camera to be incredibly responsive. I replaced my Fujifilm X-T5 with it because I couldn't consistently rely on its autofocus. While I love the X-T5's color science, styles, performance is paramount. The reason you should buy a camera is for it to work reliably and stay out of your way, right? Well, the Sony does that, unlike the Fuji. It's the smallest option I found that delivers the best result. Plus, This is even smaller than the X-T5. Moving on to the lens. I'm a huge fan of 40 millimeters. It hits that sweet spot for me between 28 millimeters and 50 millimeters. I tend to lean towards the 50 millimeter side of things, but 40 millimeters provides a bit more flexibility in tighter spaces. And the Sony 40 millimeter f2.5G lens is miles ahead of the 27 millimeter f2.8 that I was using on the Fuji. Now, it's not quite as compact as that lens is, but it is incredibly compact for a full framed lens. It features an aperture ring, just like I had on the Fuji, where I could change the aperture if I could get to it. Yep, right here. Just like I had on the Fuji, I have an aperture ring. While I also own the 35 millimeter f1.4G Master and the 2875 Tamron f2.8 that I am filming on today, you will not see me on the streets with either one of those lenses. I am going to shoot weddings and events and portraits and things like that, but this 40 millimeter f2.5G lens is my go-to street lens. As you can see from the GR3X and this, I love 40 millimeters for street photography. So let's go back and talk a little bit more about the essentials. I talked a little bit about this camera bag that I use for, everyday outings. If I want to take the Ricoh with me, this is the bag that I'm going to use from TomTalk. So I'll set that aside. And I will pull out this bag from Moment. So for me, this bag from Moment is a bag that I carry when I want to carry the Sony, and I'm not going to carry anything else. I'm going to use it for doing everything. So the Sony, let me get it in here first, fits in lens down easily into this bag, no issues, and closes. And then you can put, a battery or two back here, and that's it. So I'm not carrying a ton of stuff when I'm using the Moment 2.5 liter. There's still room inside of here, though. I could put my action, no big deal. No big deal. But this is a bag that I would carry if, again, I want to keep my bulk down, but I still want to carry a full frame camera. This bag from Moment is a little wider and allows the camera to fit in there very easily. This is a very inconspicuous bag when it comes to photography as well. So highly recommend this little bag from Moment. I'll put a link in the description. If you want to keep just the camera and a lens and you want to go out maybe a couple extra batteries and go out and shoot, you got this Moment bag. Okay, let me not hide the light. Last bag I want to talk about, and this is the bag when I'm going, if I want to take my film camera and this camera, and also some accessories to film like a YouTube video with, and you've seen me with it. It's the bad boy from Peak Design. This 3 liter from Peak Design is great for that. I have it set up with 2 pockets. I can put one camera here, one camera here. I'll show you that right now. Put the Sony in, and then I'll put the Nikon in here. Boom. So now you can see I got the Sony and the Nikon, one on each side. Still have room to put batteries in the front pockets here. There's room in the front here of this bag. This is the bag I use when I want to carry maybe more than one camera, or carry more filming equipment, maybe a light, something like that. This is it. Now, aside from this, I have a 6 liter bag and a camera backpack that I would carry if I need to do more than just that. But this is what I use for street photography for my minimalist kit, and I think it's great. So there you have it. Those are the bags. Aside from the bags and the cameras that I just talked about, again, I'll reiterate, I will bring the DJI Action and this little necklace here. This thing is kind of cool because I can put it around my neck. I look like a jork, but I don't care. Snap it in place. Then your DJI goes right here. It's not all the way in place, but then you can walk around and capture your POV footage like that. Take it off, film yourself, put it back on, capture footage, capture your camera, capture POV. That's the jam, and I like it. Plus, both of these DJIs work with the DJI mic that came with the Creator Combo. These all help me to keep a very, very light kit, and that is perfect for long walks in the city, doing street photography all day long. The less weight you have, the less burdened you are, the easier it becomes, and the more you want to be out there. So there you have it, my minimalist street photography kit. Remember, it's all about agility, focus, freedom. Embrace minimalism, experiment with your own kit, and explore the possibilities that come along with being unburdened. Let the gear work for you. Let the limitations of not having all the extra gear keep you in the moment, keep you eyes on the prize, composing and shooting. All right. So don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Wesley Street Shots. Check out my new website, www.wesleystreetshots.com. Share your street photography with me. Let's continue this journey together. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Oh, and let me know in the comments what your minimalist street photography kit is and why. All right, guys, that's it. I'll see you later. Peace. You stop wondering if a wider angle would have been better. You learn to work creatively. You learn and you learn to work creatively, and you learn to work creatively, and you learn to work creatively. Motherfucker, I cannot say it. For me, 40 million. I cannot speak. For me, 40 millimeter. For me, 40. I don't know what's wrong with me.